What happened?
Welcome to the Future Jobs Podcast. I am Fahad Jobswala, and today we are speaking with Adrian Gonzalez, a passionate practitioner of faith, family, and finance. From his roots in Maywood to his role at Door Distributors in Chicago, Adrian brings grounded experience and real world insight to our discussion on purpose driven careers. At a time when values and work increasingly intersect, Andre's story is a powerful example of heart and hustle meeting opportunity. Um, Andrian is a young man. He is currently doing his high school and he's 16 years old. So you can say he's just starting his life and he looks like a very passionate student. So we're going to cover a lot of things. And as we discuss always about how to design a better future. So let's talk with Adrian. What kind of future Adrian wants to have. So welcome to the show.
Hi Farhad, what's good, man? Yeah, you may proceed.
Sorry, did you ask something?
No, you may proceed.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Adrian, thank you so much for turning on. So, Adrian, if I could ask you, what is your story?
Excuse me.
What is your story?
Well, my mother passed away when I was 1 years old, and my father said that the doctor said that I was a miracle child, that it was really impossible for me to actually be born. And so after years, here I am, helping out my father and living with my stepmother and my father and meeting new people and learning every day different stuff, finding ways to make money and have fun. Yeah.
Wonderful. You mentioned you are helping your father, which is really a great thing because in teenage, many years often forgets the parents hard workings they did to make their kids live a better life. So you are actually helping your father out in this case. So it's really wonderful. I would really like appreciate this. So
Thank you.
you prioritize God, family, and money. How have these pillars shaped your professional decision and career path?
God, when I like to think of it in a spiritual perspective, to have a balance between like the earthly and the divine for me to accomplish my tasks. I pray and I just think that with the help of God, I can accomplish whatever I can. And a lot money because it is what I based on to survive and to get what I want and to help others through money. And what was the other one?
Uh, you cover God, then there was family and money.
And family because in my culture the family is really important and we are a really strong community within our parents and uncles and grandparents, cousins, etc. And I like to help my family out as much as possible. Yeah.
Family, families are important in every culture, man. Like, um,
Yeah.
unfortunately, people forget their parents, their families, but all the family has to be very respected and very great, very beloved, in our life. They have to be.
Hmm.
So, Adrian, currently you are now in high school,
Yeah.
but the we are living in the fastest era. Right now, currently, we don't know what is our future gonna hold for the future. But actually, this is the fastest era. So, what are you interested in after high school? What do you wanna take as a career?
Well, I would like to study carpentry course like in a trade school, and I would also like to join the military, the armed forces, where I can serve my country and help my family, and just have like a new experience that can shape my life for good. Or I would also like to study political science abroad, maybe either in the Middle East or in Europe, because I just feel like it's a more easier way and accessible way to get education instead of the United States. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Wonderful. Your interest and you're interested in learning about political science, and
Yeah.
you want to become a soldier to save your country.
Yeah.
This is really great. So how would you define era as I mentioned? And are you interested in AI and stuff, technology stuff?
Um, Not really, to be honest, but I can I help my like the elderly people with like using their phones and basic stuff that they don't really know how to use. That's as far as I know, man. Yeah.
So you don't use ChatGPT?
Yeah. Yes, I do mostly every day for like research and questions
I
and
know.
stuff like that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Do you use for the academic? What is that? Okay. ChatGPT for your academic stuff as well.
Nah, no, not really, unless I am permitted to, because using that over here is not really used as a work tool. It's used mostly to like cheat, like get the job done more easily. And many teachers don't really like when students use ChatGPT, so they like to give us like credible sources and stuff like that instead. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. I was not actually talking about cheating stuff. That is absolutely wrong,
Yeah.
and an unethical way to use AI and to use technology. The technology isn't made for that. I was actually talking about that if uh, let's suppose we have a subject math, and we are struggling with the algebra. So maybe we should use ChatGPT to uh, get things more clarified for us. What do you think?
I personally agree with your statement, but in your opinion, but there's many teachers that don't really like Chat GPT, man. They don't really agree with using that as a tool, and they want to give us like books instead. So yeah.
Exactly, those teachers are book lovers teachers.
Hmm.
So they are right in their own place. Maybe in the future. So how have your early experiences in Maywood influenced your work ethic and life philosophy?
Here in the street, you meet lots of people, good and bad people, that can influence you and just like lead you towards good and bad decisions. And I've walked through fire and I burned myself, but I later on watered down, cool off, and started like going into like the right path and doing better stuff, staying away from trouble. And by staying away from trouble, there's more open doors for you and more opportunities that you can have in your life instead of being in trouble and getting burned by the fire.
Exactly, wonderful. So, uh, what's one initiative or process you've improved at work that had a measurable impact on performance or morale?
Having discipline and having uh yeah, discipline to do stuff, and also like an idea that it's not only about making money, it's just to have something to do during the day and help out others like voluntarily and stuff. That's what's helped me have a good or quite better performance and job.
Exactly, Adrian. So, Adrian, tell us about your daily routine because as a teenager, mostly teenagers are very unresponsible regarding their daily managing their daily tasks, daily activities. Mostly
Hmm.
sleep late. So I actually want to spread an inspiration um, by having your daily routine on the screen. So yeah, could you tell us about that?
Yeah, of course. So I wake up like at 5:30 or 6 a.m. and I take a really cold shower. Then I go to the gym for like an hour or three, and all I do is like be on the treadmill till I get really sore and lift weights, or like depending if it's leg day or shoulder day, etc., abdomen. And then I come back and drink lots of water, take another cold shower, and get ready for school. And if I don't have school, then I do my bed, help my parents out, and eat later on, like at 12 or almost 1. Yeah, I know it's late, but it's how it is over here. And so after that, I either play games on my phone or I help out with like home tasks. And after that, I go work or go out with friends. And sometimes when I come back, if I have time to do homework, I do my homework, at least take like an hour or 30 minutes just to have like basic things done. And after that, I take another shower and pray and get ready for bed and go to sleep. That's how it is, man.
Wow, it's really a good daily routine.
Yeah.
And you go to the gym. So I don't know about this stuff really in America, but at least in my country, when we turn 20 or above 20, so then we go to the gym. So you have you joined the gym early, or is that yeah like normal in your country?
Well, people usually start going to the gym like at 16, like to an actual gym facility. But many people start a little younger with like home equipment and stuff like that. And yeah, I started off in school, but now I just go on my own in the gym. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So, in your role at Door Distributors, what core uh, competencies have you developed that set you apart in today's labor market?
Excuse me? I can't
Hello, can you hear me?
can't hear, man.
Okay, let me repeat the question.
Yes, please.
Maybe we chose this one. Your social media presence blends authenticity and faith. How do you maintain credibility online while staying true to yourself?
Well, I post reels that go with me, and I upload pictures and stuff of my daily life, and that's all I can think about that question. Yeah.
Okay, according to Adrian, what is the most important skill in the world, and especially today in today's era?
The most important skill in the world is to learn English, because by learning the English language, you can communicate with others worldwide, and you have more access to high paying jobs at an international worldwide level. So I recommend you to learn English no matter what. You have to learn English for your personal benefit and for the others. Learn English.
Okay, that is a great choice. Adrian, if I would ask you if you would, because we don't know about our future, so if you don't get the chance to be in the military, so what would be the next career you will choose?
Um, well, I would like to go into trade school to study like a carpentry course. I like carpentry, and I like to do stuff with wood and furniture and stairs, stuff like that. So that's one thing that I would pursue if I can't join the military. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, as you mentioned earlier, when you lost your mom, right?
Yes, I was 1 years old. Yes.
Yeah. So, like, how does that feeling, uh, you know, comes into your mind, and like, how would you manage with that? Because it's obviously it's a little gap in your life, which maybe can never be filled with other things. So yeah, could you describe that?
Well, the pain has been really painful throughout my early life, but I try to use that pain as strength, and just think of it that my mother gave me life for a reason, and that she's protecting me and she's seeing me grow, and I use that pain to give me strength and give me purpose. Yeah,
It's really wonderful, man.
yeah, bro. Thank you.
You know, when you make your weakness as a strength, it really in many different ways in your life,
Yeah,
and you did that. You don't feel that you lost your mom, so your life is kind of stuck, as many people think. But you think that your mom is seeing you, and your mom is happy with you, seeing your growth.
yeah.
As a good student, and you with their work. So it is really great.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
What are your hobbies, Adrian?
Well, I like to meet people from around the world, and I like to learn about cultures. I like to read about history, and I like to learn new languages. And apart from that, I like to find stuff to do like within my community and help out my family and stuff like that. Yeah.
Beautiful. It's really great. So, Adrian, this question. is usually the question from our Rehan school students we usually ask to each other. But right now, I would like to ask this question to you. Like, a lot of people consider America as one of their favorite country. So, if I would ask you, what is your favorite country? So, would you include America, or is there any other country you would like?
My favorite country is definitely not the United States for obvious reasons, but my favorite country is Mexico because that's where my parents are from and this is where I have my origins. It's a really beautiful country with lots of landscapes. We have deserts, we have jungles, mountains, rivers, we have lots of languages, very diverse people, very different uh types of peoples, tribes, languages, and our food, like many countries, is based in only one dish. But each state in our country has its own dish to represent, and that is one thing that I like about my country and its history, of how we like faced off many empires and stuff, but still we managed to overcome them and survive for the better of the people's future. And yeah,
It's wonderful. Uh, Obviously, is that just because Mexico is your is the country where you born, or
I was not born in Mexico, my friend. I was born here in the United States, but my family and my origins are from that country. And it's not
yes,
necessarily
exactly.
because of that. Excuse me?
Yeah, so that's exactly I meant to ask.
Mhm. You may proceed.
Yeah, so like because your origins, your father and mother are from Mexico, just
Yeah.
that reason inspire you to take Mexico as your favorite country and not
Um,
America.
Not necessarily because, Mexico is not in war with any other country, and Mexico is always the country that will welcome people no matter where they're from, what they believe in, or who they are. Mexico loves everybody, and Mexico welcomes everyone no matter what. And we just want peace, and we just want the best for our people. And yeah,
By the way, Pakistan is the same, is exactly the same country like that. We welcome everybody no matter who they are from.
uh,
Even if someone will come from India, which is probably the most, India is also the great country. But if a tourist comes from India in Pakistan, so we will welcome, uh, him obviously
yeah,
with a good
hmm,
uh, with a good gesture.
yeah, I admire that.
So, reflecting on your own mentors, what advice changed your path, and how do you pay that mentorship forward?
uh the idea of developing discipline and using faith to have like a structure within my life has gotten me to change how I live my life instead of getting in trouble too much and keeping a balance between good and bad and just doing whatever I can to stay out of trouble. And yeah, that's basically it.
Great. Mentors are obviously like in our culture we call them as a second parent. I don't know about yours, but mentors are really the people who guide you, who assist you after your parents, and
Mm,
who cares about you after your parents, and because the place where you with the people where you with. are obviously mentors because you take advices from them, you share things with them so that they can know how they can assist you.
Yes.
So obviously, thank you so much, Adrian Gonzalez, for giving me your precious and valuable time
Yes, of course.
for the amazing conversation we had. You know, the reason inviting teenagers on the podcast, I would like to mention that we should um, start inviting teenagers in the different podcasts because teenagers have a big mind and they have a very fresh and sharp mind,
Yes.
so they can do a lot in this world.
Hmm.
They can completely maybe change this world. So Adrian, best wishes
Thank you.
for your better future. I wish to see you in a great level. As you mentioned about your goal, you want to become a military to serve your country, which is a great goal. So best of luck for that, and thanks guys for watching and listening to this podcast. Inshallah, meet you soon with